Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Opening morning of rifle season in central Missouri. A very, very brisk, cold morning. Perfect for deer hunting, except for the wind. The wind is pretty brutal. It's not as bad as yesterday. Of course, yesterday was the day before deer season. It was 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. This morning is probably 10 to 15. But it still makes it pretty chilly. I'm actually nestled down in this valley. I've got a tripod stand here. And just really good cover all the way around for deer. Just about an hour ago, I had a deer come out on the far end over there against that wood line. And I got my trusty binoculars up like these. And I was able to determine that it was a six point bug. And in our county, our hunting unit, they've got to have at least 4 points on one side. And he only had 3 points. But anyway, it was kind of neat. He walked across that into that bottom. And he got over here. And he was looking up this way like he saw me. But I wasn't moving. And it was like I had him on a fishing line. He walked straight up here to me. I mean, literally walked straight up. He got to the base of my stand down here. And he was licking on a bush that I guess I drug my boots across because I put the vanilla. It's called nose jammer. I sprayed down with that on my boots. And I've seen them do that before. They'll actually lick on vanilla. Or, if you put it on your boots and you brush a bush or something, it jams their nose up, but they kind of like the smell of it or something. Anyway, he never snorted at me. Of course, he didn't see me or scent me or nothing. So, nose jammer is pretty good stuff. You have to apologize, the phone or the video of it shaking a little bit. I'm cold. It's been about 3 hours and I got on 5 layers of clothes. But when that wind starts blowing, man, oh man, does it take the heat out of you. And I've got these. That is a hand warmer. I put one in each one of my boots, right on the tip of my toes. Man, does that work. My toes are cozy, but the rest of me, I'm pretty darn nippy. But having a hand warmer in each pocket, I've got another one over here, that allows me to hunt without my gloves on. So if you see a pretty nice deer, you've only got about 2 to 3 seconds. Most of the time on a big trophy whitetail buck, you've only got about 3 seconds. But you know what? My morning's already been made. I saw a deer. So there's a lot of times you'll set, you won't see a deer. You won't see nothing but squirrels, maybe some blue jays and a crow or something. I haven't seen any turkeys this morning. I did hear some fly down in that big timber up there. So I've got 160 acres of big timber on my left. That's all mature white oaks. It has had some TSI done on it, timber stand improvement. lots of acorns. And then it's kind of like a little honey locust savanna out there in front of me. We graze that. We were here about 3 weeks ago for half a day. But you know what? It's pretty darn relaxing just to sit down here. You're in with nature. There's no loud vehicles. There's no power lines. There's no houses. There's no sign of civilization. You're just sitting out here. Uh-oh. I got something behind me. Let's see if we can turn around and see it. I heard it walking in the leaves. Oh, there it is. There it is. Squirrel. Those darn squirrels. Here he comes. It's a gray squirrel. Those gray squirrels can sound like a deer so well, especially in dry leaves. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there's two of them. That's why it made so much noise. There's two squirrels. Anyway, that's where that buck walked this morning. He walked right through here. I'm not sure where he went after he left, but he's up there in that wood somewhere. I was kind of hoping his big brother would come along. I think with all the wind, though, the deer are not moving as much as they normally would. They don't like wind. Windy, everything's flopping around, and it's hard for them to detect danger. Gosh, it's so beautiful down here. This is one of my favorite places, especially in the springtime. You see turkeys in here gobbling. All the red buds are out. It's just a really neat area. We'll bring the cattle back through here one more time this winter. We normally feed about 3 or 4 big round bales out here. We'll unroll them in this field. It's really helped this field. But you notice I've got a lot of brush in this field. That's why I left it. You don't want to clean it completely out if you're going to be hunting it. Deer don't like wide open fields where there's no cover. You got to lay some cover. Issac and Connor are both out hunting this morning. Issac's behind me about a half a mile. And Connor is in front of me about a mile and a half. Clear up on the far end of the Judy farm. I'm really excited that Connor got to hunt. He's never went deer hunting before, so he's hunting out of a stand that he got to help put up. It's a good one too. I think he'll see something. Issac is hunting out of the stand that he saw that great big one here. Probably, what was that, 2 weeks ago. Hope he gets a chance at him. That'd be kind of cool. And then our landowner, his sons and friends are in, and they're hunting on various farms around here that we have, including their own. the wind in my face, which is perfect. That wind's coming out of the northwest. Deer really, especially the older, smarter ones, they really depend on their nose. I've got my trusty 243 sitting right here. And here's my pad. I put that pad right up on that railing when I shoot, or for a rest. It really gives you a nice solid rest. I got that 243 when I was 13 years old. That was a long time ago. Almost 50 years ago. Wow. Where does time go? But a friend of mine, actually, it was a guy that I hunted with. He was an older fellow, and he let me use that gun one deer season. And I got a deer with it, and I loved it. I've had it ever since. It's a Ruger M77. It's put a lot of venison on our dinner table for many years. I'm not sure how long I can hold this camera anymore. I'm starting to shake a little bit. I'm going to put it down because I haven't seen it here for a while, which means anytime they could be stepping out. So I'm going to end this. Everyone have a good one, and we'll see you next time down the road. Oh, hit that subscribe button all the way out, and we'll see you next time.